looked at that?
No, I haven't. The
Isn't that
fry.
an interesting idea, though?
Caramelized banana.
You could heat them.
Yeah, it's like plantains. Think about how good fried plantains are.
Fried bananas are pretty good.
Fried bananas
and
are
I don't
pretty
like
good,
bananas,
yeah.
and fried bananas pretty good.
Yeah.
I think about how much I lose though with oil with the peanut butter meads that I don't want to lose. I mean, it would just adding oil would just make me have to rack an extra 2-3 times.
No, but you wouldn't have to add oil though. I mean, you could fry the banana if you fried the bananas in a non-stick pan and you used like a spray or something so that there's very little, like almost no oil, just enough to keep it from sticking. You know. You could do it. That might be interesting. Now I'm thinking about this.
Or yeah, like Sergio's suggesting banana Foster, just set it on fire.
Set it on fire, yeah. Douse it in alcohol and light that sucker.
Well, and that's really the Bochet thought, right? The Elvis mead. So you make a Bochet with the bananas, and it does come off kind of bananas Foster. I think Crafted does a mead like that, and it's very good.
Jaden's posting X-rated veggie pictures.
Of bananas exposing themselves.
Yeah.
They're such a lewd and lurid fruit. It's gross.
They're terrible.
Yeah. Just really lowbrow.
But so versatile.
So yeah, we can go on and on about different things, but really vegetables, I love things that are resemble liquor, like Goldschlager, Old Fashions, or Vinique, and then nut type meads. So those are the ones I added. I basically added those because I didn't want to go too much into the bochet presentation, which I feel like I did a little bit, but in the same token, I got some real good feedback, so I think I can add a couple more slides from some of the questions that were asked. So I further refine the presentation. So I really hope that everybody shows up for the conference and attends the presentations, because I think there's a lot of good information there. Yeah. Looking at the agenda and the lineup.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really good lineup this year. I'm thrilled with the stuff. The content and the people that we're getting blew me out of the water. When we were sorting through all of that, it was like, holy crap, we've got a lot of talent here.
Yeah, I'm excited to attend and see everybody. It's just a great time, because then we can talk all about the different things that we aren't willing to post on Facebook. So it's good.
Yeah. So, there'll have to be a line at the very end with some ideas thanks to the crowd at the Got Mead live stream.
Absolutely.
Yeah, all y'all have to come so you can cheer in the back,
We did have a question about yeast choice for bochets, and I will extrapolate that onto how do you choose your yeasts for doing your bochets and your wear-to-mills?
Yeah, and I'll have a couple things on that as well. Ryan asked about how you pick your honeys, but I think there are some other choices in terms of yeast as well, depending on what you're going to do. What yeasts have better tolerances for lower pH, etc. So I think there are some things there that you can use for recipe formulation, but it'll all be in the presentation, and I'm excited to be there and talk more about it.
Yeah, we're excited to have you there. I'm looking forward to your presentation, Matt. I think we all are. We're all going to be there. So.
I still hope that there was some good information here for people that are beginning to think about bochets, to point them in the right direction and not make a lot of mistakes like I did and just burning the hell out of honey, because people like Bob Slanzy spend a lot of time and energy taking care of those bees, and we don't want to ruin that honey just for no good reason. So take some time and buy those books and listen to podcasts and programs like this, so you don't make those mistakes and toss that honey down the drain like I have. So
an excellent point.
I assume everybody on this call is going to be there, correct? At the conference of the Mazer Cup, or
yeah,
or
that is the plan.
We're all working, so yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah.
I will. I live right by it.
So Ryan's got no excuse.
Yeah, if Ryan doesn't show up, we're gonna hunt him down and drag him. So, yeah.
Are you staying at the hotel, Ryan?
Yes, I am.
Okay, because
Yeah.
that's half
that way.
It's half the fun.
Yeah.
Right.
It's so much better. The people that live local are like, I'll just drive in, and you're like, no, you don't understand. You're missing half the fun.
Yeah, the only problem is I'd like to put in a special request for to Pete and all the other organizers if we could just start the judging like at noon.
That would be lovely. I would love that.
Yeah, but then you'd be there till midnight.
True.
That'd be okay.
But that whole gotta get my ass.
Then you'd be missing Kervin's parties.
Yes,
yeah, and we'd miss out on the morning tea that I treat as breakfast. I like that.
2 years ago at the Orpheus Cup, we were still judging meads at 1:30 in the morning.
Oh God.
I know, it was really bad. It was tough.
Hard, yeah.
Really hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody was all bloodshot and just, totally fried. And we're going, oh my God, we still got.
Is this the last flight? Please tell me this is the last flight.
Yeah, it was difficult, very much so.
We need to see if we can get Hamish to find staircase 9 3/4 again this year too.
Oh dear.
Yeah, well, Sergio can stick it if he tries giving me directions again.
Oh God, that was pretty funny. But all right, Sergio is laughing because he knows what we're talking about. We had a little difficulty finding certain locations within the hotel. They were invisible.
Yeah, well,
especially when you're not given good directions.
Mm-hmm. And been drinking a lot.
He said go to room 2. There was no room 2. There was a stairwell.
Staircase 9 3/4.
I felt like I was being sent to the 13th green at 9 p.m.
You just needed to take your trolley and run at it really fast. It would have been fine.
Yeah. Then, of course, the really humorous thing is we went for a drive the next day, and not far from the hotel, there is actually County Road 9.5.
They sent me a
which we
picture
thought was hilarious at the time.
Yeah, they sent me a picture of it. It was funny. Oh, Sergio's taking. She's like, that was totally my fault. So, okay, well, Matt, thanks, man. That was awesome. Lots of good information. You did a great job of dancing around your talk, too. I'm impressed.
Yeah, I want to make sure I have an hour to fill, so I want to make sure that people get something out of this program, but also still want to feel value listening to me as opposed to going back to the room and getting an hour of shut-eye. So I want to make sure people show up. I do appreciate it. I don't know if this is the time that you guys let me go and then talk behind my back, or what your thoughts are.
We're going to talk shit about it.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, you can stay on if you want. I mean, basically, once we get done with the actual show, we go on to upcoming, what's coming up and that kind of thing. So.
And we've been having at you for like 2 hours now already.
Yeah, we have
what we like to keep as our upper limit. So
I know
it does feel like about the right time to let you go.
Okay, well, I know Ryan wants to keep it at 2 hours for sure, but I'll stay on. I might need to go back into the cellar here, but
cool.
but I'll sign off and thanks again for having me on. It was a great time, and I look forward to seeing everybody at the conference and the Mazer Cup.
Likewise.
Thanks, Matt.
No, thanks for coming, man.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, so couple of PSAs for y'all. If you're already making amazing mead, and I know a lot of you guys out there are, you may or may not have heard that the AMMA has a Mead Maker of the Year award. Spans 5 competitions, and you collect points for wins. However, here's the catch: you have to be a member of the AMMA to participate. Any points or any wins that you make before you're a member don't count. So it's $30 a year, guys. Just do it. If you're not already a member, you should be. Join at the AMMA at mead-makers.org, and you'll see the National Mead Maker of the Year competition stuff right there on the front page. So you can go check it out. But, you got to be a member, and then log in, and you'll be able to see it. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and, there's a lot of people making really good mead out there, so get in the running, man. And then, of course, the conference that Matt's going to be at, and we're going to have all kinds of really amazing people there. Keynote speaker this year is Dr. Patrick McGovern. Basically, he's the booze archaeologist. He's the guy that discovered the Midas tomb. He's the guy that discovered the Chinese thing, Jiahu. And, basically is just an amazing guy. He's written like 5 books. And he's going to be our keynote speaker. I'm so excited about that. I'm like totally fangirl on the guy. But anyway, AMMA Mead Conference, Broomfield, Colorado, March 14th and 15th. So coming up real fast. 2 days, 2 tracks, plus a 1 day of breakouts. We have an evening meet and greet. And there'll be a lot of cool people there. And, of course, there's the parties. Tickets are on sale now. Go to mead-makers.org, and you'll see 2018 Mead Conference there. Get your tickets. So, check it out. Upcoming events, we've got B. Nectar doing Mead and Yoga in Kalamazoo on January 18th. Hamish is adding something while I'm doing this. January 19th, Cellarman's has got Drinking Mead and Music in Hazel Park. January 20th, Colchester Mead House is doing Make Earrings and Drink Mead. That just strikes me as something that could go wrong in so many ways. Think of the earrings you end up with.
It doesn't say pierce earrings. It just says make them.
It's like, oh, check it out. Look at my earrings. But, dude, they hang down halfway down your chest. I know, but I was drinking. January 20th, Mead Workshop by Hudson Valley Beekeepers, and that's being taught by our own Bob Slancy. February 14th is Mead and Cheesecake pairing at Dahlia's Poorhouse. Yeah, I know, right? February 4th is the Melbourne Mead Maker Meet and Mead. Hamish, you want to tell us a little bit more about that? That's like a feast, isn't it?
Yeah, we're just having a feast to get together, a short meeting to discuss if we want to do this more often and stuff like that. But getting a big spit roast of lamb and chicken on, and everyone's going to bring some mead along, and we're just going to get to know each other because we don't have an association.
You will, though. You will. We'll when you and I are doing our 2-week pilgrimage up and down the coast, we'll make it happen.
No doubt.
Hamish, do you guys eat ostrich?
No. We don't have ostriches. They're from Africa.
Yeah.
We do eat emu, if that's what you were meaning.
Okay, do you guys eat that?
Yeah.
Emu's
We eat
good.
everything.
Uh-huh.
Everything that's legal, anyway. So we eat emus, we eat kangaroos, crocodiles, all those things.
Right.
Oh, and
So-
go ahead. Sorry.
Sergio's got something at his place here this weekend. Did you see that?
Yeah, the Mead Bar. Grand openings this weekend, 20th and 21st, from noon to 10 p.m. And then every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from noon to 10 p.m. with live music every Saturday night. That'll be cool. So, cool. Sergio will be open when I come by. That's awesome. I can't wait. That's going to be fun. Oh, and February 24th is the New York Fermentation Festival. And this year, Bob Slancy has made arrangements to have meaderies there. So Sergio Melavino is going to be there. B. Nectar is going to be there. Who else? Enlightenment Mead is there. 810 Meadworks is there. There may be a couple of other ones that Bobby's working on. But there's going to be mead tastings. There's even the New York meaderies are going to be able to actually sell bottles. So it should be pretty cool. And it's a fermentation festival, so there's also going to be kombucha and sauerkraut and kimchi and you name it. If it can be fermented, it's going to be there. So it should be a lot of fun. Plus, he said there'll be charcuterie and all sorts of other yummy things. I'm probably going to gain 5 pounds just going there. It's scary. So, yeah, that should be fun. And, so we're going to have a good time. And then, upcoming guests. Wait. Scheduling sheet. Okay, next week we've got Carlos Spasetti from Superstition Meadery, and he's going to be giving a talk at the conference as well. So he's going to come on and talk to us about some of the things that they've been dealing with at Superstition that may be helpful for up-and-coming meaderies. So... plus, we're going to grill them about some of the stuff that they're doing to Superstition as well, because they've got a lot of really good stuff there. So that should be fun. And we got more coming. I'm backfilling all the spots going forward with various of the speakers to let them get up and talk their bit. So